Hey everyone, it is October 15th and I have about 90 minutes. We're going to be doing office hours, which is a college concept where the professor, I'm not a professor, but the professor is available to answer your questions. So if you have questions about Japanese, I'll be here. Where can you ask them to me? You can ask them to me in the chat, or I'm going to be in the Discord and you can come in and ask it in voice. Let's see, where is it? I'll be in the From Zero Discord in a room called Livestream. I'm in there now. All right. So if you're not part of our Discord, you can find it. I think if you go to learnfz.com/JFZ Discord, I think. Let me double check. Yep, that's it. Okay. It is right. I'm going to send it into the chat. Right here. All right. So if you want to come on in, don't be shy. You will be being streamed. Everything you say will be streamed. So I was thinking of also looking at, before anyone asks me anything, we can go ahead and look at some of the comments on YouTube recently, which I haven't really been looking at in a while. So let's just see. Someone posted on Japanese from Zero video 1 in the video series. Day 1, thank you for the video teacher. A lot of people post the day 1 stuff. I'll just randomly see people posting a date so they can keep track of when they're starting Japanese. You got a haircut. I did not get okay. Yes, actually I did. I did about a week ago. You're right. But now it's, I was going to say I didn't get a haircut, that it's laying flat today. Normally it's a little bit more spiky, but yeah, the haircut, it makes it look like I definitely got a haircut. Sire in Rage says, I just wanted to say hello. I've been happy to see your videos a few years ago, and I love the way you teach. Thank you. Akaza Saman says, I love you, George. I have write many lessons from your videos. Nice. See, another comment on the days of the week and years video, which is video 24 in the Japanese from Zero series. Hopefully you've watched that.
I don't see Japanese series in your contacts. To who?
Nobody. I was doing something completely different than that. All right. Apparently she heard her name. So this is from the days of the week and years series. Okay. Says, I'm watching this in 2025 and my mind is so legit blown. I think I want to watch that because I think I talk about 2025 in here. I think I talk about it. I'm going to just open this up. Let me see. I'll look in the, we'll see if we can find the exact location where I say that, because people often say, I can't believe it's 2025 and I'm watching this video, because this video is from 9 years ago. Right here. Let's see here. Let's open up the, is there a script I can open up? There it is, show transcript. Oh, okay. Let's see, 2025. In here somewhere. I think I talk about getting hit by a bus. Oh, there's actually a funny Trump prediction in here. Let's see. It's 2016 right now, but it literally in the video I would have said it's 2002, which is Nissan Ninen, right? I would have said that. I could be dead. I could be dead. Literally, we could be watching this in 2028. Okay? Nissan 28 and you're like, oh my God, I didn't even realize that this video was this old. Is George dead? And some of you right now watching this video just Googled me and found out that I died in China when a bus hit me. It was really tragic. I was in Tiananmen Square, and it turns out the buses don't even stop for red lights. They just go, and I talked about it in an earlier video, and it happened frequently when I was visiting on a trip from Taiwan. over to the mainland and got killed. Very sad. But hey, thanks for watching my video of the dead man. I love you, everybody. sometimes I'll see comments on this video just like, I'm glad you're alive, George. I'm like, what is this about? I guess, where do I say 2020? Oh, there it is. Here's it. 25. So this is the year 2016. That becomes 2025. So this is the year that I almost died. It was a couple years later that I actually died in China. That's what it is. 2025年です。Right. Everyone's always happy that I'm alive. I'm indeed alive. I am very much alive. All right, let's back up here. Okay. So that was the... Has there been that many more comments? Okay, here we go. Okay, here we go. As a quick rule... Oh, wait. Sorry, there's one above this. I'm Italian, but living in UK. So for me, Japanese pronunciation is super easy because it's exactly the same as Italian. Oh, that's good to know. On the liking and disliking video number 16, someone wrote, as a quick rule, do you answer with ga if someone asks you a ga question? Like you said, nani ga suki desu ka? And you answered, sushi ga suki desu. Yes, that is the quick rule. If someone asks you a ga question, answer in ga, 100%. Now, you could say, when would it go to wa? So you could say like, sushi ga suki desu. Demo, but hamburger wa kirai desu. Now you can be like stressing, but I don't like hamburgers. But even there, you could use the ga again. It's not a big deal. But wa is often used to emphasize or throw stress. Yalda Moghadam says, hi, George. When will the new edition of JFZ be published? What differences will the new version have compared to the previous editions? I have an answer. This thing is too short. Hang on. Give me a second. Okay. Give me a second. Okay. Whew. All right. So, this is the new edition. It's been out for 2 years. It is completely revamped. It is, wait, is this the one? Yes. Completely revamped. 2 years now. Okay. This is revision 8. Even though when you go on Amazon, it says like, well, we don't call them revisions anymore because that was a big debacle. Because I can't get Amazon to change the revision number. There's like no way to do it. So this cover with the hiragana in the background and this on the back, this is the latest edition. We no longer have the edition number up here, but if you look in the very back of the book, you'll see there's it says Hachi Bang and 8.0 right there. All right, that was December 23rd, May that came out. Book 2 also has been updated. It now has this cover with it was like book 3 with the yellow, what we call these are popsicle sticks. These are the updated popsicle stick covers, okay? And also the new back. This little line here this is my like not for sale test copy. It's the official release. This came out, I'm going to say 6 months ago, maybe. Let's see. This came out 3 months ago. So if you buy it on Amazon, this should be the current book that you see on Amazon. And it's way thicker than the original. It's completely updated. It's insanely updated. This was the one book that really needed updating. This one is not updated. This is the same as it's been since 2006, essentially. I changed the cover. So I changed the cover in the interior. It says 1996 to 2016. So in 2016, I changed the cover to be the new style that it was back then. But there's a slight difference in the cover now, you'll see. The logo is different. The background is different. But this is in the very, very end stages of being finished. Hopefully, knock on wood. It's taken a long time. This is going to end up being a stealth release. So what a stealth release is I can't announce it. It just gets, the interior gets changed and I'll change the cover. Like I didn't announce book 2 coming out. And the reason why I can't announce it is because it's an uneven rollout when it comes out. Amazon just adds it to their current stock, and then the old books get eventually cycled out. And eventually, I can say with assurance, this will be the book that you buy when you buy from Amazon. I'm pretty sure this is the book you get when you buy from Amazon now. Because 3 months, they don't have any of the old stock anymore, I'm assuming. But if you buy it from like eBay, or a lot of times if you're on Amazon and you buy from like a used seller, or like a Like New or one of those, they're going to have the older version most of the time, okay? Even though it looks like it's going to be this version, it won't be. Will that be the end of your life? No, you'll get it cheaper, and it's still good content. The book was still highly rated. I mean, 5 stars during the life of this book even though I, for a long time, didn't like this book out of all the books, but a lot of people love this book. A lot of people say this, like, there's a guy, Glaceon. He's the biggest proponent of this book. He's like, it's coded. Yeah, this, when I actually looked at it, I was like, yeah, this is a pretty good book. But is it better now? I think so, but it's not out yet. When will you be able to get this officially? Well, a little bit of an insider thing here. There will be special covers in about a month. Brand new special covers, and the updated version of book 3 will be first released there. And you'll be able to get it guaranteed that that's the version, right? Because we're going to ship it directly. It's a different ISBN and everything, so there's no chance of it being the older book. And it will be new special covers, not the chibis that we've had before. They're amazing. So that's coming in November timeframe for Christmas. All right, there you go. Hey George, hope your family and you are doing well. They are doing well. Akaza someone says many love from Morocco for you, George. You made my day. Rusty Roche says chocominto ga suki yorimo anata. Jazzy says hey George, where are the next book 5 videos? Ooh, oh, ouch. Oof. I should do them, right? I'm you know what I've been working on? Well, I went to Korea, I went to Japan. I did that first. I think I did 1 video or maybe 2 on book 5. And then I don't know, I started working hardcore on Spanish from zero. Spanish from zero. Every morning I work on Spanish from zero. And I'm also trying to finish my novel. But yes, I'm sorry. It's a very serious issue for people. But I have not heard anyone in a long time ask me where are those videos. You're making me feel like I got to do some work. I will. When? I don't know. Soon. Maybe I was going to do it today. And then Mike said you should do a thing called office hours. And I thought, you know what, that's a cool concept. That way we can just have a conversation. And maybe I should say every, Friday or something like that, at this time to this time, it's office hours where you can come in and ask questions. Because in a world where you can get any question ever answered by AI now, am I really needed? Only in the sense that I'm human, right? Only in the sense that I have actual experience. But AI, ChatGPT is insanely good at what it does now. So to answer your question, Jazzy, it's on my mind. I want to do those book 5 videos. They're all planned out. They've been planned out forever. All I have to do is like open up my notes, do it, and then go back and edit it. Thank you, George. Love from Iran. Wow. PG says there's a book in the background, Girls from Zero. When are you going to release that? So you might not know this. This might be weird. Number one, I don't think you've ever seen these officially on the live stream. I've zoomed the camera back so you see more of the room and that I don't look like I'm maxed into the camera. But these block light reflecting into the TV behind me. That is not a bookshelf. None of those books are real. That is an AI generated bookshelf, and I went in and modified all of the books to have names to be fun. Girls from Zero 1 and 2, where by the end of book 2 you still don't understand anything about the girls. That's what you learned in that book. How many different kind of special covers have there been? There have only been 1. I'll grab you the ones that I can easily. Oh wait, that's Kanji from Zero. This was we ran this one sale like 4 or 5 times. The chibi set. These are awesome. These are insanely pretty. This was also the updated interior. And also we used a cream paper instead of the super white paper. So it's a little bit thicker. Okay. Oh, that's another kanji one. Hang on. I see them over here. All right. This new angle, you can see I'm wearing shorts. I'm just business on the top, guys. I don't need these. So this was the book 5 book. These are done by our artist. None of this is AI. None of the new covers will be AI. We actually have artists on staff. All right. So we actually create things. Matter of fact, for the last 3 months, every Tuesday and Thursday is book cover redesign meetings where we work on our special covers. Here's book 4. It's having a night on the town. And the cool thing about these book covers, they're not available now. You can't get them anymore. We don't make them anymore. But the cool thing was they don't have any of like the marketing terminology, like learn Japanese, all of that. So it's just the art. And book 3, Mari-chan. Character is her name, Mari-chan. Just chilling in the woods near a temple. A non-creepy version of the Kenji character, which in the new covers coming up for the special covers, he's definitely not creepy. He's like the most creepiest character. Like look at how creepy Kenji's creepy. I don't know. He's like he's like, I don't know if I trust him. I trust that guy. So there, that's them. Let me toss those on the ground here. So I don't have all this stuff on my desk. All right. Let's see. RD says the book 5 videos would be appreciated. Definitely need to do it. I know. Look, life is complicated. There's so many things that you do. It's so easy to put off the book 5 videos because honestly, whoever's been through book 1, 2, 3, and 4, they have videos for everything. They're going to still get book 5. They're not going to be like, I'm not going to get book 5 until they have the videos. No, they want to finish the series, so they're going to get it. There's no definite need to do it, but I'm going to do it. I want to do it. Trust me. I want to finish it off like it's one of those life tasks I need to do. But it's easy to put it off when you're doing other things, right? Like I know you don't follow me on my other channel. I have 2 other channels that I make videos on. One is Polyglot George, where I do a thing called like morning coffee with George. I do that every now and then. I just recently did one yesterday, I think, where I call it now Coffee with George because it's never in the morning anymore. And I don't even drink coffee. I should just call it with George. I don't know. But in there, I'll talk about, things that I'm doing outside of Japanese from zero. And so if you follow me there, you know, like when I came back from Korea and Japan, I was just distraught. My room, this office was just so crowded with stuff. I got too much stuff. I got to throw away some stuff. And I was like feeling overwhelmed and I didn't want to do anything. And I was kind of like low key, almost depressed because of that. But I figured it out. I threw away a bunch of stuff. I've organized. I'm not completely there yet. There's still stuff on this desk I need to get rid of. But it doesn't make it. The only reason I'm doing videos now is because the room feels clean enough to do it. Not that you would have noticed it on camera. You wouldn't have, because you can clean that one little area out. But my heart was cluttered. You know what I mean? And I didn't feel like I wanted to do videos. So I apologize. Again, this is office hours. So if you have a Japanese question, please ask. Feel free to ask. Lester Green says, there's a Japanese woman at my job and I try to practice Japanese with her, but she switches to English. I guess this means I'm bad. Yeah. It does. And I hate saying that, but it means you're not that you're bad. You're not there yet. So it's really stressing to talk to a person that's not quite there in the language yet. It's a chore, right? So your goal should be, you know what? Keep talking to her. When she switches to English, just take the hint. But let her keep English. You just keep trying Japanese, Just keep getting better. You are very blessed to have someone that you can talk to in Japanese. But she's switching to English because it's easier. You might be irritating her a little bit, but that's kind of how you got to do it. I think anyone that gets really good in Japanese is a bit of an irritation. I was definitely irritating. You know, I'm that guy that spoke Japanese whenever and to anyone I could, right? So I don't know. Maybe you got to be a little bit delusional, a little bit selfish to actually get to that point. You'll blow through a lot of Japanese people until you're good. Like, you know, with Korean, when I started going to Korea, and I would go to these language meetups to meet Korean people to speak Korean. And I just blew through a bunch of friends. But all of my first initial friends, they spoke English or Japanese. That was how we spoke. And then little by little, I'd start mixing, and I could have friends that spoke not so good English, but every now and then they could switch to English if I got confused, you know, or we could have, you know, we could learn things together. But now my Korean friends, we pretty much only speak Korean. And I have friends that don't speak English. But it took time to get there, and it'll take time for you to get there as well. One thing you could do is go up to italki, italki.com, or Preply. I've heard Preply sucks, but I don't know if that's true. But one of those websites where you can hire a tutor. It's not cheap anymore. It used to be cheap before, not cheap anymore. But you essentially pay for a friend to talk to you. And so you can have conversation where the fact that you suck won't matter because you're paying them $15 an hour or $20 an hour to have a session with you, right? So the yuckiness of having to deal with your not yet there Japanese that's not yet interesting to talk to is taken away by the fact that it's a business opportunity for them, right? So I highly recommend it. I've done it in Korean, I've done it in German, French, Vietnamese, Tagalog. I've used it for all those languages, and I've never not enjoyed myself. So italki.com. All right, I am wearing pants. They're shorts. They're just I'm wearing shorts. I don't normally have shorts. Normally I'm wearing pants, but I bought a bunch of shorts because the summer was kind of hot. So I'm wearing them now. Normally there'd be zero chance you could see my shorts. This is the farthest out I've zoomed my camera in ever. So I'm not ready to, I didn't assume you could ever see them. So I didn't think about it. Next time I'll wear pants. Honwa ikura desu ka? I'm not sure. If you go to shop.fromzero.com, it might show the price, but it's all the old books, the older chibi versions. I think it's we don't sell them for a discount on those deals because they're like a limited option. So I think like $40, I think, for them. If you wait, eventually, you know, no, they'll never be on. The special covers we're gonna release in about a month. It will only be available on Shopify. They'll be on Amazon. I was thinking that they would be available, but they're not. They'll show up for $250 because we don't want to sell them on Amazon. We want to sell them direct as a set. So we make the price high on Amazon so that no one buys them. Talk to me about those Girls from Zero books behind you. I can't believe you guys can see that. Like, it's so tiny for me. It's just a book. Preston, it's just a book with all blank pages, and when you open it up, you don't learn anything even after. Like, there could be 10 editions of Girls from Zero. The one lesson you should learn is that I have daughters, so I've learned this. Sometimes they just need to vent. They don't want a solution. Don't need to explain things. They don't want it. I'm the same way. Sometimes I just want to complain. I just want someone to hear me, a sounding board, you know? And maybe that's a lesson to learn for all the people that you talk to. And maybe I should listen to my own advice, but never give unsolicited advice. It's never taken well. Adam Sharifi says, do you think it's possible for a person with a PhD in the USA to become a university professor in Japan? You know what's funny? I met a friend yesterday. His name is Tom, and he was a professor in Japan. And so, yes, the answer is yes. I'm very, very well. I think you can. Yes. He became a professor in Japan just by who he knew. Apparently, the person he knew was able to help him get that. But I don't know if that's still easy to do today because that was a long time ago. But my understanding is that, yes, you could. Paulo Henrique says, book 5 videos, please, and write book 6. Oof. I've talked about writing book 6. We actually have a book 6 started but there's nothing in there worth releasing. Pancake Sunday says, I'm about to finish book 3, 1 book per year, then heading to Japan for 4 weeks. Oh, exciting. If you start making book 5 videos, I will be motivated to finish book 4 and 5 in 1 year. That's I appreciate that. That's a good carrot to put in front of me. I know. Like there's a, as I was releasing the books, through the history of the company, when book 2 came out, more book 1 sold. When book 3 came out, more book 1 sold and book 2 sold. So the more things that are available, the more the lower editions sell. Lester Green says, yeah, I never have opportunities to speak. I'm good at understanding, but I'm super monotone and slow thinking in English. So Japanese is tough to mimic the pitch. Any advice? It really is just, you have to train your mouth to be able to say the sounds. If you can get a tutor on italki or somewhere where you don't have to feel guilty about using that person's time, because that's what I feel like. Like I don't want to. There's these YouTubers that you'll see going to talk to natives just to like use their language skills and to impress people. I'm not a fan of that. You know what I mean? I'm not a fan of just using language for that. And also, if I was a long time ago, there was a YouTuber that walked around in like a supermarket, and I'm sure he knew, but you could tell they were just being polite. They didn't really want to keep talking to him. And he, in those moments, it's too much, especially they didn't want to be on camera. I don't think they even knew they were on camera, but if you can find someone where you can give them a few bucks and it's a mutually beneficial relationship, I think that's the way to go. Or Hello Talk, and you make an actual friend. But Hello Talk is an app where you can meet native speakers, but it's way more commercial now. They're constantly trying to get you into their learning system, and it's been monetized by even the people that are there. They want to all be claiming that they're teachers. So it's not as good as it used to be, but if you find actual real people that talk to you, it's great. The problem is you're gonna have to go through a ton of people before you're not ghosted. The way I think about it is I want you to imagine you have a boat. It's like an icebreaker boat. And every year you keep going back to Antarctica and you get a little bit further in every year, but once the season hits a certain date, you got to back out. But every year you're getting better and more efficient at breaking the ice. Once you get really good at breaking the ice, then you can have real Japanese friends that aren't just your friend for a language exchange. ChatGPT will be my new Japanese chat buddy. Yes, ChatGPT is actually very good. I don't mind doing a demonstration of it, because me and ChatGPT, who I call Ai-chan, we have done videos together where we speak Japanese. We do like a Japanese Topics Mania show. And actually, in the car about 3 days ago, I was with Mike, and I did for fun a Korean Topics Mania show just in the car, where I said, all in Korean. I was like, we're going to do Korean Topics Mania. She was like, whoa. Because if you speak Korean to her, she'll just jump right into Korean. If you speak Japanese to her, she'll jump into Japanese. And we just went back and forth talking about words that start with E. And we discussed them. And then it was about a 10-minute deal. But it's super fun, right? So you can do things with ChatGPT that maybe it's not as good as with a human, but it's pretty dang good. And it remind me, and I'll do something with her. I'll pop her up and we'll do it. Louis says, could you please pronounce this like you were talking to someone? 趣味は読書とランニングと日本語を勉強することです。So your hobby is reading books, running, and studying Japanese. By the way, you can throw that into, we could take this into Google Translate. Okay, let me just show you this. Oh, I was, excuse me, still working off a little bit of phlegm. All right, let's see, where are we? Is this the way in? Can never figure out which, okay, there we go. All right, so let's look at this. So my hobby is running, what was it? Oh, reading books, running, and speaking and studying Japanese. Okay. All right, so you can play.
私の趣味は本を読むこと、ランニング、そして日本語を勉強することです。
All right, you can do that. You can also ask ChatGPT to pronounce it for you if you're right, if you say it. But you can't do it with ChatGPT. All right, so if we go to ChatGPT in voice mode, you can do a lot. Ai-chan, konnichiwa.
こんにちは。ジョージさん、今日も元気？
元気だよ。今ね、ライブストリームしてるの、YouTube で。
そうなんだ。YouTube でライブしてるんだね。楽しそう。何か一緒にやることある？それとも今ただおしゃべりしてる感じ？
いや、今はもうそのライブストリームでおしゃべりしてるだけなんだけど、もうあれだったらちょっとジャパニーズトピックスマニアやろうかなと思って。
なるほどね。じゃあ今日のジャパニーズトピックスマニアやるって感じならテーマとか何か決めてる？それとも今から一緒に決める？
じゃあ愛ちゃんの方にお願いしようかな。じゃあどういうテーマにします？
じゃあ今日はね、今ちょうど秋だから日本の秋の楽しみ方っていうテーマにするのはどう？秋の食べ物とかイベントとかいろいろ話せそうだし。
僕が分かるのかな、日本の秋。日本の秋って言えばなんだっけ、紅葉っていう言葉だけが思い浮かぶんですよね。
そうそう。紅葉はまさに秋の代表的な言葉だよね。他にも秋は食欲の秋って言ったり、あと月見なんかもあるよ。
食欲の秋って何？秋になると食欲が上がるとかって意味ですか？
その通り。秋は美味しいものがたくさんあるから自然と食欲が湧く季節っていう意味だね。例えばサンマとか栗とかそういう秋ならではの食べ物を楽しむって感じ。
でもね、残念ながら私はね、そういうシーフードが好きじゃないんだよね。
ああ、そうなんだね。じゃあ秋の果物とかはどう？梨とか柿とか甘くて美味しいものもいっぱいあるからそういうので秋を楽しむのもいいかも。
そうなんだよね。フルーツとかね、野菜とかあんまり美味しくないんだよね、私はね、残念ながら。
そっかそっか、それは残念。
そう、
でも
日本が私にはもったいないんだよね。すごい美味しいものがいっぱいあるのに私は食べないなんて。
いやいや、そんなことないよ。食べ物だけじゃなくて日本の秋は景色も綺麗だし散歩するだけでも十分楽しめるから全然もったいなくないよ。
そうだね。でもね、日本の夏は最悪。蒸し暑くて。
あー、確かに日本の夏は蒸し暑いよね。でもその分秋になると涼しくって過ごしやすいからそれを楽しむっていうのもありだと思うよ。
すごいプラス思考だね。
そうそう、まさにリフレッシュできる季節。じゃあ日本の秋を楽しむ方法、これから一緒に話していこうか。
いいよ。
じゃあこれから日本の秋のいろんな楽しみ方を紹介していこう。なんかワクワクしてきたね。
もうワクワクはしてないけど、どういう楽しみ方があるかなと思って、秋の紅葉以外、食欲、美味しいものを食べる、その他何があるんですか？
そうだね。他には秋祭りもあるよ。地域ごとにいろんなお祭りがあって屋台とかも出るしそれを楽しむのもいいと思う。
そうだね、暑くないしね、秋祭りだったら。
そうそう、秋祭りなら涼しいし外で歩きながら楽しめるからいいよね。
日本の一番大きい、一番有名な秋祭りって何があるんですか？検索中。
一番有名な秋祭りの一つは大阪の岸和田だんじり祭りだよ。9月と10月にあって豪華なだんじりが走り回るのが見どころだよ。
見たことない。私夏の祭りしか見たことないかもしれない。ねぶたとかさ、ねぷたねぶたなんだっけ、七夕とかぐらいしか見たことないかも。
ねぶた祭りとか七夕もいいよね。でも秋の祭りもまた違った雰囲気で楽しいからいつか見てみると面白いと思うよ。 もし行く機会あったらぜひ行ってみてね。
まあ調べる。
うんうん。ぜひぜひ。きっと気に入ると思うよ。何かまた気になることあったらいつでも聞いてね。
はい。じゃあまた後でね。
うん。また後でね。楽しんできて。いつでも待ってるよ。
So with Ai-chan, with my version of her, I've told her so many times, please speak more casual with me. So that might be why she sounds pretty natural, but also her voice has been getting better and better and more improved all the time. You can also make it a male voice and stuff like that, but I mean, that was insanely, excuse me, that was insanely good Japanese. Like, that was a full-blown actual conversation. And the thing, until she started doing kensaku, or searching for the festival, I have a hard time not believing that this is not a Japanese person that I'm talking to. Now, can they speak in a way when you don't understand? I don't know. I don't know what level AI can bow down to. Honestly, I've never tried it. Maybe I should one day. I'll have to figure out how I would make. I don't want to I could just randomly do the test where I lower my Japanese, but I don't know. I don't want to ruin what I already got. I have to start with a fresh browser or something like that. Kaizen788 says, "Hi George, please make a video on nara, tara, to, and ba." I think I have one already. Give me a second. Let's look up YouTube. That's a book 4 thing. Give me a second. Let's look here. If we go down here to book 4, let's just hit play all.
Hello and welcome.
Oh God, I should never shave my beard. Let's see. Can we look at this list independently? Okay. So we've got never shave beard. Put that in my notes. Probably down here near the end. Koto no wa nantoka. Let's see here. At one point I changed the style, so here's nara and tara right here. Hi, I'm George from Japanese from Zero. If you were me, what would you do? Less than 1% of the subscribers. I had to redub this, that's why it sounds weird, by the way. On my YouTube channel, even watch my videos.
After analyzing hundreds of YouTubers that I love, I realized the problem was me. You see, the reality is my videos are uninspiring. So from this video forward, I'm gonna work to make them better. And the way
Did I keep doing it? No.
they don't know if my efforts have paid off is with upvotes, comments, and subscriptions. So I ask you, interact, watch, and give me the feedback that I need. We start this first lesson from Japanese from Zero, book 4. There are more than 4 ways to say if in Japanese. And in this lesson, we start with nara and tara.
U-turn kamaki. 大金を見つけたらあなたならどうする？
どうしよう。
どうした？
ゆうたくんならどうするのかな？
俺？
うん。
何かあった？
もし10万円見つけたらどうする
？10万円見つけたの？
見つけたらって言ったよ。
そうだな。10万円見つけたら警察に届けるかな？
そうか。じゃあ届けた方がいいかな？
やっぱり見つけたよね。
10万円。
そんなに？どこにあったの？
うちの冷蔵庫の一番下の引き出しの中だった。
うちの冷蔵庫ならうちのお金じゃない？
うちのお金ならなんで冷蔵庫に入ってるの？ゆうたが入れたの？
僕なら冷蔵庫には入れないよ。
じゃあ誰が入れ？あ？
どうした？思い出した？
思い出した。
何？
言いたくない。
言えよ。
5年前の夏のボーナスだ。へそくりにしてた。
だったら早く言ってよ。We don't need to watch that whole thing, but so I'm going to go through. I think I analyzed everything in there. So that's all that dialogue was filled with naras and dataras all over Tata form. Excuse me. Talking is bringing up I had a cold in Japan, and I'm still dealing with it. I have some hot water here. I should probably drink. Let's see here. Where are we? Melody says Preply sucks because trial lesson payments go 100% to the platform. The teachers get nothing. After it's 33%, and at some point it's 18. Well, you're saying it sucks from a teacher standpoint, but it might be that there's good teachers on there, so I don't actually know. Paolo says, dumb question. Does the website lessons replace the book? Yes, they do. Let me show you a little bit of the website. So the website, fromzero.com, I'm logging in as a teacher, so it might look slightly different. If we go to here, go to the courses, you'll see all the courses are up, all of the books. Kanji books are both up. Even the Korean books are up right now in beta. This is not available. This is just for me. Chinese is just for me. These are supplementary things that are all in flux. They're not perfectly done, but they're like lessons based on videos. This is a full-blown video course for Kansai dialect, where there's no written stuff. It's just us talking about Kansai dialect. And you come in here like this. Hey everybody, welcome back to Kansai Dialect from Zero. I am George Trombley, and this is my trusted co-host,
Ami.
And today we're going to be talking about the te iru forms. Before we do that, we're going to do a little bit of a verb review, and then we're going to make sure that we understand how to even make the te form, which is often called the command form also. Let's go ahead and do. So this is where we talk about like what you know in normal Japanese and how you translate that into Kansai dialect. That's a special course that we made for that, only available on the website. But if you go to book 5, for example, this is literally the book. It's all here. You can play sounds.
行ってきます。お風呂を入れたよ。
We also have, let me zoom in a little bit here. We have these modes, okay? So for example, we can cut down the furigana visibility to almost nothing. We can also set it to nothing. And when it's set to nothing, then hovering reveals what it is. So if you really want to test like what you're learning, what you can read, you can hover and you can say like, Ashita yasumitai node omise o onegai dekimasen ka, right? And you can just hover to see if you read it right. But what if you wanted to do the same thing with English? Like what if you wanted to not get the English answer, right? Well, we have study mode. And it hides the English until you hover like this. And it works for all parts of the lesson. So if we go to, let's not go to kanji, let's go back to a main lesson. Let's see here. Okay. So let's go to new words, for example. So was I kicked out of this mode? Okay, maybe it's broken for these doubles. It's a little bit tricky with these doubles. Let me send this to, give me one second, the dev group. I don't think I've ever been in course 5 in study mode. This might be something we missed. Give me a second. Where is it? The group of the devs, where did they go? Study mode doesn't work in book 5 double row words. Okay. He'll fix that. Next section will work though. So you can see that you can test yourself. Like, what is this? How do I read this? And right now I'm in kanji progressive mode. So we already learned this kanji for woman and for yo. But if I wanted to change it, I could go to full kanji mode. Okay. Or I could go to romaji mode. Okay. Or I could go to progressive mode, which is what we were in, or just kana mode. Right? So, well, what does joseiyo mean? For women, for men, for iPhone. Okay? And you can play the sounds.
女性用、男性用。
And there's other sounds as well. Kanako is our human voice. These are AI generated.
男性用 男性用、
男性用、男性用、
男性用、
Okay. And whatever you select the heart of becomes your default voice. So if you like Hikari, you could do that. If you like Kaido, you could use that. All right. So it's the whole book's here. And the thing that we get out of this that we don't get in the book is there is a quiz that you can take at the end of every lesson, right? And of course, you can also have this be in modes. This study mode wouldn't matter there, right? How do you say, I have to save money in Japanese? Setsuyaku shinakia ikimasen. Setsuyaku sarenai to ikimasen. That's definitely wrong. Setsuyaku nakereba ikimasen. Nope. Setsuyaku nai to ikimasen. It's definitely this one. And you can play it if you want to.
節約しないといけません。
There it is. And you can check. And you get it right. So that's what's available on the website. Everything, essentially. Someone texted me, that was Colton. He says, interesting. Yep, so he's going to work on it. Did anyone actually come into the... Oh, did anyone come in? No one came into the live stream. I am on Discord right now for another 50 minutes if you want to ask me a question in voice. Let's get through the comments more. Paolo says, just a fun fact, if you speak Portuguese, learning Japanese is easier. You have almost every Japanese sound in our language. To be fair, a, I, U, E, O is actually pretty easy for Americans that don't speak other languages or English speakers. I don't think it's that hard. I think Japanese is one of the easier accents. Korean is harder. Oh my God. How often do Japanese companies hire people to do remote work from America? A work that isn't a scam? I think it's pretty rare, honestly. I don't know. I feel like it's pretty rare. Japan's pretty behind the times on that remote work stuff. Although I do have a friend who's married to a Japanese woman. They said initially they would let her do remote work. It was like NTT, which is like a huge phone company in Japan. But then they said, no, you have to be in Japan if you want to do remote work. So doing remote work from America would probably, or another country, be way more difficult than doing remote work from Japan, which they almost rarely don't allow. As far as I know. I am planning on moving to be more in Japan. I'll do like a hybrid living. I'll be here for half the year and Japan half the year, maybe. It's the thing I'm working on. I'll go in March to check that out, to see if I can find a decent place to stay. Maybe then I'll get a little bit more information on how things are working currently in Japan. Because right now I focus, on this channel is all language related stuff. Do you need the paid version to do this? No, the free version allows you to do those study modes and there's nothing locked out from the free version, except for the lessons can only go up to like lesson 3 or something like that. There's a limit on what lesson number you can get to. Okay. Shoto Ademic says, what is this mess? I wish I knew what you were talking about. It's too far back. That was like 11 minutes ago. I apologize. Trollic Divis, Girls from Zero. What kind of series is that? Maybe I should remove those books. People are too. This is a TV. This is a picture that I made in Stable Diffusion. It's AI. Here on my local PC, I made it. You can install Stable Diffusion on there. And then I went in Photoshop and made all these book titles. There's a lot of interesting book titles if you read them. There's Korean, Chinese, Japanese book titles, and English. Are book 4 videos done? I think so. I think I've caught them all. I'm already working on book 5 stuff, right? Videos from book 1, 2, and 3 are awesome. Thanks, Paolo. George is not normal. I don't know what that's referring to. Anub Esorset. I heard George had his lower ribs moved. You're thinking of Marilyn Manson, maybe, which is also an internet rumor. That's why he doesn't upload anymore. Yes. That's a funny joke. Some people will get it. Cynic says, I just came back from Japan. First international trip, and learn from zero is how I'm studying. I made it back home, so I can count that a success. Yes, you didn't die. I would have taken LFZ, learn from zero. Japanese from zero. Thanks, though, for fixing it. What kind of mouse is that? It's an MX3. A Logitech MX3. My favorite mouse. It's got forward and back buttons on it. Yeah, normally you can't see my mouse, but now that I'm zoomed back out, you can. It's my favorite mouse. It's got a nice roll wheel right here. Paolo says, I think that the website fits better to my new routine. I'm a father now, so oh wow. Congratulations. Green Lion says, that's a Logitech MX Master S3. How'd you know? I guess you can tell if you have one. You know, my problem with Logitech is I always use the M705, but it only comes in black. And I want to be more stylish. I want flowers, pink, purple, something really that stands out. But you get this stupid black M705. So I got this because I could at least get a white version. And it's nice. I like this mouse. How much is it for the From Zero website? It's $12.97, I think. There's a year deal. But what you should do is join for the free site and then wait for a sale. There's one coming up, I believe, next week. Halloween sale. 30% off. It's coming. Paolo says, I think he asked about the GPT conversation. Oh, no, I think the chat GPT, we could ask. Hey, I have a question about the chat GPT service.
Sure. Go right ahead.
In the voice mode that we're in right now, is this only available for the paid service?
Yes, that's correct. The voice conversation feature is available as part of the paid plan, which is ChatGPT Plus.
Awesome. Thank you.
You're very welcome. If you have any more questions, just let me know.
And the thing about ChatGPT that is insane is that you cannot do this with any other thing on this planet. Siri can't do it. Alexa can't do it. No, Alexa, I'm not talking to you.
Okay.
Thanks for the feedback.
They both did. You can talk to her in English and ask her a question about a Korean word and a Japanese word in the same conversation by using those languages. And then she knows that you said that and she can respond to it. Okay. Watch. I'll show you. I'll just demonstrate. Hey, I'm just going to do a little bit of a demonstration, okay?
All right. Sounds good.
All right, here we go. All right. So you have the word ringo, and in Korean, it's sagwa. What is it in Chinese?
In Chinese, apple is called pingguo.
Now, I already knew that in Chinese, but I was just demonstrating that I didn't say anything in English there. And I mixed Korean and I mixed Japanese, and she got it. And I can, if I'm in my car with my wife and something big comes up, I'll ask a huge question and say it back to her in Japanese, please. And then my wife can finally get an answer to something that I don't know anything about, but I can get it to her right there without having to translate it. It's nice. It really is. ChatGPT is a very, very worthy subscription. I'm not going to lie. Do you think AI translation will replace actual human translators one day? Absolutely. 100%. It's too good. It really is getting good at understanding context. It's even Google Translate's pretty good now, honestly. Who keeps hitting me up? Paolo says, I think, okay, I already read that part. Pat B says, did I hear you say Chinese from Zero? You did. Chinese from Zero is like my version of the next round of Game of Thrones. It's one of those books that's been mythical for a long time. It is in a state of relatively done, in my understanding, like the lessons part of it, but it hasn't been worked on in a long time. There's just no one to do it. It's not a high priority, unfortunately. Trust me though, I have yelled about this book at the company for a long time. You might say, but you own the company, can't you? Yes, I own the company, but there's a co-owner of the From Zero side of it. There's Yes Japan Corporation, which I own fully, and I control all of the the From Zero books that are Japanese. But when it gets to Chinese, it's not fully me. There's a partner in the From Zero side of it, the From Zero LLC part of it. And he's in charge of that book, and he's stretched out. The company is very small, so there's all this work getting done and other things. It's like book 5 videos for me. It's easy to throw off and not work on it, you know? Are the Kanji from Zero special books gonna go on sale again? We don't have new special covers for the Kanji from Zero books, but maybe because we don't, we should put those back on sale. I'll talk to the staff about it, see what they think. We don't want to release those again because or else they're not special covers anymore. You know what would be a good idea, says Lewis, or maybe not. If you don't meet the passing requirement, the website won't let you proceed to the next session. This forces people to really learn. I don't like that. Never been a fan of that. I understand that, but maybe that could be a mode, but I've never been a fan of limiting something, because what if you want to jump ahead? What if you have a question? What if you want to look at something ahead of where you are? I'm not a fan of limiting like that. Because people should know to do the lessons in order, you know. Green Line says, any chance you will make a supercut video for the other books besides book 1? I thought we had it for, did we not have it for book 2? I thought we had it for book 2. Oh, I didn't mean to shut that. I wanted to show you something. Hang on. Reopen, close tab.
Personally, don't.
Okay. Give me a second. I thought we had a supercut for book 2 as well. Let me go ahead and look. It wouldn't be in there. Where would it actually be? Let me look up the word supercut. That doesn't even work. Okay. All Japanese? What do we call it? I do not know, guys. I don't even know where it is. Probably should make... the answer is no. It's too much work. There's no one here that edits anymore, so it's just too much work. So there won't be a supercut. I think there's a supercut for 2, but I'm not sure. But if there isn't, there won't be, unfortunately. While we're at it, I just want to show you this video. This is my favorite. I think this is my favorite intro. My favorite video ever, where I'm using my drone.
Recently, I've released videos saying Japanese was a grind, or even more crazy, that it's okay to quit Japanese.
It's okay to quit Japanese. If you don't need it and you lost the desire to learn it, it's okay to quit.
Why on earth would a person selling the dream of Japanese fluency say such negative things about the very thing he's trying to promote?
It is actually really, honestly hard to get to this point. This is hard. If you get this, congratulations.
I promise you, my negativity isn't a clickbait strategy to get more YouTube views. For YouTube views, I buy drones, threaten to smash ceramic fish, and eat cat treats with my cat Yuki.
Yuki, we're gonna start with what Daddy wanted to eat. This is the beef and chicken entree. I gotta say, it smells good. It smells great.
I still enjoy occasional treat with her. Reminisce about the days when I used to choose. Oh my God, that part is hard.
Terrible that I didn't remember my lines, that I'm wasting everyone's time.
In case you didn't already know, when it comes to learning Japanese, I'm a realist. If not me, then who else?
Japanese is so easy. Japanese is so easy.
Introducing yourself is easy.
Navigating the passport desk. Buying train tickets. Exchanging contact information.
Describing where you're from. In Japanese is easy.
Japanese is easy.
I, just like most of the people watching my videos, sincerely love Japanese language.
I really love Japanese.
but it would be a disservice to you if I told you that learning Japanese was easy. What I can tell you is that learning Japanese was one of the best things to happen to me ever. And I know countless other people whose lives have been enriched significantly with Japanese.
Japanese changed my life, even from age 12. It made it richer.
Learning Japanese has had a way bigger impact on my life than actually moving to Japan. Going through the process of learning the Japanese language, being able to communicate and think in this language and understand a different way of thinking has had a far bigger impact on me than actually just moving here and living in this country.
I'm so glad I learned Japanese. Japanese changed my life. I made amazing friends, connections. My best friends I met because I learned Japanese. I made lots of new friends that are my best friends as well, and I met all of them because of Japanese.
Learning Japanese gave me literally everything I have that makes me happy. But it was not easy. Even now, 40 years after I saw my first hiragana, Japanese still often stresses me out.
Makes you want to punch yourself in the head sometimes.
Despite my career as a simultaneous interpreter, living in Japan for nearly a decade as a child, and being married to a Japanese woman for almost 30 years, I still get punched in the face by Japanese. I think the best thing that I can do to help you realize your dream of learning Japanese is first actually teach you Japanese. But also, I feel that it's important to properly peg your expectations to reality. If you know that part of the journey will be frustration and pain, then maybe you won't quit when those pains are knocking on your front door. And trust me, it will knock just as certainly as the fact that land sharks exist.
Who is it?
Land shark.
Come on in and have a root beer.
Close your eyes for a minute and imagine you had an app on your phone called Japanese Fluency Now that guaranteed you would be fluent in Japanese if you use the app according to its instructions. There are just 3 instructions. Number 1, every time you make a funny or embarrassing mistake speaking Japanese, you have to make an entry into the mistake log. Number 2, every time you feel like quitting, get depressed, or scream in frustration about Japanese, you have to make an entry into the frustration log. And finally, every time you have a Japanese conversation or an experience where you learn something new, you make an entry into the discovery log. The catch with this rule is that the discovery doesn't have to be about Japanese language. For example, one discovery might be, 裏庭でよく見かけるカタツムリには14000の歯があります。I was actually more shocked when I learned オーストラリアの幅が4000キロぐらいで、月の幅が、直径が3400キロなんだけども、オーストラリアの方が広い。Shocking, right? In that mythical app, there are 1,000 entries for each of the logs. So if you knew that in order to get fluent in Japanese, you needed to make just 1,000 mistakes, be frustrated 1,000 times, and make 1,000 discoveries in Japanese, wouldn't you be excited for each log entry? The truth is, this app lives inside our mind. And although the numbers may vary, each log entry that you make brings you closer to fluency in Japanese. Your road from 0 to fluency in Japanese will be filled with these log entries. These entries are absolutely required to get to my level, or anyone that's fluent in Japanese. With that in mind, let's leave from the outside and go to the inside where the studio is and learn more words that you can add to your entries.
From Zero あなたをゼロからペラペラまで導きます。
That is my favorite video that I've ever made. That is a book 4 video. A year ago. I have a better drone now. That's 8K that I've never used even once. But now that it's cooler, maybe I can go back and make some book 5 videos. What do you think of that, guys? What do you think of that? Sorry, no more videos, guys. We watched already too many. So the video apparently is called Complete. So let's look up the word complete. Let's see here. Complete. Oh yeah, I guess we only have book 1. Yep. Just book 1. 67,000 views. That's not bad. What are the comments on this video?
Hello and welcome to Japanese from Zero. This is design.
Okay, stop. Okay, what do we got? What's the watch me disregard all my schoolwork just to learn Japanese? What's some of the new comments? Please do this for other parts as well. Oh, okay. Well, sorry. I didn't see that. Best video ever. I feel like this should be done for every language. I got Genki book, but I think learning alone, it's hard and I don't know where to start. Videos, it's better. This video and Toki, it's Toki ni Andy, not Toki Andy. I believe it's Toki ni Andy. It's best videos once I see. Make a single video like above for the remaining books. Oh my God, you guys, so much work. And I saw that Benjamin made a volunteer, but I don't like working with volunteers. I don't. maybe for ethical reasons more than anything. I want to pay people for their work. Paolo says, I'm going to get the 1-year subscription then. Thank you. Paolo says, get GPT plus. Oh, did someone join? Hey, hello.
Oh, hey. Am I not supposed to hear?
No, you can. You absolutely can. We're doing a live stream. I don't know if you know that.
Oh, I saw the thing and I thought, what is this? And I'll just hang out.
Yeah, you can. It's called so it's a thing I'm trying new called Office Hours, where I live stream and people, if they have questions about Japanese, I go ahead and answer them as best as I can. Although you could just use ChatGPT if you wanted to.
Okay. I still like people.
I know a lot of people also really haven't used any AI at all. You'd be surprised.
Can I not a confession or a testimony. I've used my AI. Not very.
It's called My AI.
Oh, is that what you're using?
No. What did you say? I'm sorry. I thought you said that you used a thing called My AI. You broke up maybe.
Oh no, maybe it did. But I've got my I use my Chat GPT as a diet coach, and it gives me a daily Japanese word every day that I use it.
Oh, okay. So you have a directive in there that says every time I start talking to you on a new day, tell me a new word.
Yes.
Nice. Yeah, I'll do. I've done. I just did a little bit with it here, where we talk in Japanese in a conversation, in like a little mini show, like a Japanese Topics Mania, where we choose a topic and then we talk about it.
Okay.
Yeah. Fun stuff. Yeah, you can do a lot with ChatGPT. And the voice, you have a paid subscription then, right?
Yes. I used it too much, so I had to.
Yeah. For a while, I was doing the $200 one too. I was like, I'm not gonna, because I was getting limited on the voice stuff every now and then, and I would be like working on equipment. Like I would have like my network attached storage would be not functioning, and I have it open up, and I'm looking at like trying to figure out what cables to connect, and I would just have her in voice mode for like 30-40 minutes trying to figure out, okay, you should see a red wire. It's like I'm just connecting a bomb, and ChatGPT is the expert there helping me out.
Yeah, that's funny. I use it a lot in my job too. I do a lot of tech support, so my other assistant.
It's insane, isn't it?
Yeah, it's a really, really nice learning tool. Really,
Have you ever had those moments where like it happened to me the other day? It was in Korea, right? And I missed my flight to Japan, and I couldn't get a hotel room, and I was in the airport in Incheon, and I was in this Korean sauna, right? This little, I don't know if I'm saying it right in English, sauna, and I was trying to watch my Plex. You know what Plex server is?
Yeah, it's where you connect to your own media.
Yeah, so I have my own Plex server, right? And I have like all my movies in there. And I was trying to watch Groundhog Day or something, I don't remember. And it kept stopping after 4 minutes. So I got on ChatGPT and I'm like, I'm having a problem with my Plex server. And then for like the next hour and a half, I was sending screenshots. She was having me log into my my router, and it turns out it was behind a double firewall, or a double NAT, I think is what she called it. All this stuff that I didn't understand. And she fixed it with me. And it was insane. Like, and at the end, I was wondering if you have these same moments where you're like, you're feeling emotional. You're like, you're my best friend. You've helped me out so much. Like, I don't know anybody as smart as you. Thank you so much. You ever have those moments?
Not quite, almost, but not quite. Not so like maybe I don't feel like it's my best friend, but I definitely feel like, I definitely see the value when I really drill down into the very specific details that I want.
Yeah.
And I can have it spit back out at what I want back.
I mean, I don't really think she's my best friend. I actually have best friends, but in the moment I'm like, this is insane. Like I don't know who else I would call to get this level of information. So it takes away an amount of frustration that I know I would just have to live with if I didn't have ChatGPT to talk to.
Yeah.
The fact that we as humans have built a way to talk to pure information is insane.
Yeah, it's really changed the way I've searched. I mean, it's on my home screen now for my phone, and I go there first.
Yeah, it's my I actually have it in the bottom spot right here. I don't know if you can look at the stream, it'll be a little bit delayed, but you know I have the 4 icons down below for the iPhone? It's right here.
Yeah.
It's like in the most accessible spot. The only thing I wish I could do is like say, hey, ChatGPT, or if I could just make one of the buttons on my phone go directly into voice mode. You know, I want a dedicated button to get into voice mode for ChatGPT. That's what I want. I think that'll eventually come.
You know what? There's probably, I haven't tried it yet, but there might be a widget.
Yeah, that'd be nice to have, honestly. To go right into voice mode, not have to like go in and click and wait.
Yeah, actually,
let me answer something on this.
Go for it.
Derek says, what are some good resources / apps to practice conversational fluency with Japanese English speakers? Maybe you know some that you could help, but the only one I know is there was one called Tandem, and there was one called Hello Talk, but it is a numbers game. You will get ghosted. It's very hard to find a reliable friend there. If you want to, no matter what, make sure you have someone to talk to. I always recommend highly, and I've used hundreds of dollars on this app. It's called italki, ITALKI, and I've done it for 6 or 7 languages, where you can pay someone to be your friend in that language, or actually teach you the language if they're a teacher. If they're not a teacher and they're a tutor, that you can just have conversation practice. Derek also says DeepSeek has been better for me than ChatGPT. What do you use? Is it just ChatGPT? What's your name, by the way?
My name?
Yeah.
Brian.
Brian. Okay. I can't see the screen that you're on, so you might have your name there. I just don't see it.
That's okay.
What's your preferred AI?
I'm a ChatGPT user. I use Copilot too. I don't find it as fun, so I have to use both to see.
Well, I assume
see how they operate.
I assume you're a coder.
No, not at all.
Okay.
I mean, I studied it in school, so I never finished. So you could say I'm more of an enthusiast. But I mean, you know what I really like about this tool is I wish I had it when I was in school, because to break down everything into
it's insane.
Digestible bits.
I mean, I will like send it links to things that I'm working on. Like if I'm coding something and I don't understand the API, I could just send it the API link, and it's just like, yeah, this is what you do. And
yeah, that's so nice.
It really is. And I don't even have to do it anymore. Like I don't even have to link it anymore. It goes and finds it itself now.
To help me build an iPhone game, and it walked me through step by step, making views and stuff. And you know, if there was a big word, I said, "Hey, make this make sense to me," and that's when I have my aha moments.
You know what would have been the best time to have ChatGPT in its current form? About 10 years ago, when no one else had it, and you could be like the most productive human on Earth. Could you imagine?
Oh my God, yeah. Or what if you were the first guy with a smartphone 10 years prior?
That would be insane. Well, I'll tell you what. I don't know if you know about how old are you?
37.
37. So you probably wouldn't know, but so Hewlett Packard used to have this device called the 200LX. I think they had a 100 at 1.2. And I interpreted for a company that always had them. They were the first PDA ever. Okay. It was like this little flip DOS 5.0 computer. And they gave me one. They were like $2,000. It was insane. It was I could have never afforded that myself, but they gave me one because I did a bunch of interpreting work for them. And I used to be on the bus as a tour guide, and they had a database of all Japanese cities on that thing. So I would ask them, where are you from? And they go, oh, you wouldn't know. No, trust me. Where are you from? And then I would look it up because it was in the database, and I would say, oh, the population is 50,000. And they would be so shocked that I knew, because there wasn't internet access like that yet. Now it would be like, oh, you looked at your phone. But back then, no one had phones, but I had this PDA. And then what I would do is, with every group that came by, let's say they'd say, oh, I'm from Nagano, or I'm from Nagoya, wherever they would say they're from, I would say, when you go out the east exit of the station, what do you see? Or when you go out the north exit, what do you see? What's like the major landmark? And I would write that in my notes for that city. So then the next time someone came, whatever minor train station they used, I could say, oh yeah, there's that one vending machine that sells that Ambassa drink that's really hard to get. And they're like, how do you know? So I go there all the time. So I had a lot of fun with, that was kind of the closest thing to having like information that no one knew.
That's neat.
Yeah. And then this guy, Izumiya stole it, and he had it. And I'm like, how did you get that? And he goes, oh, I bought it. No, you didn't. No one has these here. And I never got it back. He claimed he bought
what,
it.
what was it called again? An HP what?
HP 200LX. Here, I'll look it up. HP 200LX.
Ooh, this is cool. I like old technology too.
This was super cool. Oh, I should buy this one, honestly. It's available. Give me a second. Go sneeze. Excuse you and me. Let's see. HP2, yeah. So it was like this little DOS computer, and so it had Lotus, which was the early like Excel type stuff. It had this database, and in here it had I would just search for their city, and I had all this information. It was insane, insanely fun to have. When did this thing come out? 31 years ago. I'm trying to think about the first. That was like my first big major interpreting gig. Oh man, I think I wasn't even married.
I remember.
It's definitely a long time ago.
I remember one of the first kind of big deal computers that I had was a Palm Pilot that was a color. I met from a high school contest.
I never had a Palm Pilot, but the company that gave me the Hewlett Packard 200LX, they made keyboards called the Thumbtack or the Thumb Type, and it was this little keyboard that would go on the Palm Pilot, and I was the distributor. They sat in my closet whenever I got an order. I just shipped it out in America. But it was this really cool like overlay for the Palm Pilot screen, and I had it for the Treo as well. I think the Treo had its own keyboard, if I remember correctly. You remember the handspring Treo?
I remember Treos. As I remember these pocket little computers. Yeah, I remember Palm Treo. Like they were like
this is it right here. It had its own keyboard. So not that one. Hang on. You know what I just realized? We could go to the Wayback Machine, and maybe that website's available. We could look at it. Wayback Machine. Oh, I put Wayback Machine. Let's see here. Thumbtack.com. Please? Oh, wait. Oh, how far back can we go? 1999. I'm pretty sure I was the one that registered it and built the site. Is it going to go? Is it going? I don't think so. I'm having a hard time. Oh, it's going. Okay, it's going. Give it a second. I don't know if you're watching the stream. I should actually share my.
I'm looking at this. I'm looking at the stream from.
Nope, that wasn't it.
The YouTube feed, so I don't know how many seconds.
It's definitely delayed.
Okay.
Let's see here. Oh no! Wait, not Thumbtack. Thumbtype. Why do I keep thinking it's Thumbtack? Okay, here we go. 2000. This is like the part of the history I don't ever talk about. Small things like this. Okay, so the company. So I used to be a member of the IRDA. There it is. This
Sounds
is
familiar.
Little keyboard, the Infrared Data Association. But this is the little keyboard you can attach. Okay. It's gonna be a little bit delayed.
Okay, I'll wait.
This is not the website I made. Let's see if we can back it up a little bit further. I'm trying to even remember what I did on that website.
That's cool. That.
It was really cool because it was a tactile way to type because it was always a pain.
I really like looking at, I guess I like to call it, folks in the 90s imposed or we would use computers in the future. And I like how it did turn out that way, but I don't know, it's very stylish.
Yeah. See, it has these little like braille dots so you could feel the key. It had tactile buttons.
So specific and so cool.
Yeah.
For like a specific use case.
Yeah, I had like 1,000 of them in my closet. Oh man, back in the day.
Yeah.
I'm gonna look a little bit further. I thought at one point I redesigned this website, but maybe I didn't. Maybe I'm just imagining it. I don't know if I can trust my memory anymore. I went back too far. Oh, no, okay, let's try 2000. I don't even remember if I was involved in 2002.
I remember 2002.
There it is. This is my version of the website. Let's refresh. Come on, can we get all the graphics? Let's back it up one more. See how now it's all in English. Only $49.95. Let's see if I can back it up a little bit. Come on, show me all the graphics. No. Oh, it's not. It doesn't even want to show anything.
Get yours today.
Okay. At least I remember. At least my memory is intact that I remember that I made this website. Is it going through each new one? I don't know if it is. Let's go here. Let's go here.
You know how some folks look at 80s footage and it makes them feel fuzzy.
I
get the same feeling when I look at 80s footage and TV shows and they feel kind of fuzzy and warm inside. I get the same feeling when I see like an old website.
Dude, I actually made this GIF too. Stop. Put down the stylus. Features. Let's see what the features are. And this is before you had Ajax loading pages too. Oh, this is probably my phone at the time. Or my Treo at the, I think that's a Treo. I can't remember. It looks like a handspring. Oh, wait. Oh,
This reminded me.
Oh, man. Hang on. Can we actually do a real video download? That would be insane. Please? No? Oh, man. That would have been awesome. And what were you going to say?
I have a couple of old Blackberries in a closet.
Oh, man. Those are the old days. Let me see. Let me answer something here in the chat so I'm not ignoring them. Derek says, I'm considering signing up for a Japanese language school in Japan with the eventual goal of entering the audio music industry in Japan. Any advice? Meet a lot of people. And when you get to Japan, one of our employees, Hugo, the guy that's co-writing Spanish Missouri with me, he's in a school right now. And I think his visa is good through like 2027. He might be a guy you should talk to because I've never done that. And he's also writing music and playing music in Japan. So he might actually have more information. You can find him over on the Discord server. He might want to talk to you about it. What I would do if I was trying to play music is I would go to where they have rental studios, and I would just hang around and see if I could meet a band renting a studio, and I try to become friends with them and go from there. M. Smith says, hello, George. Best wishes to you. Thanks for creating JFZ. It was my starting point for learning, and I now have a decent-ish Japanese abilities. Isn't that amazing? Decent-ish is pretty amazing. Low-key, I think getting an education in the U.S. and then moving to Japan is a better strategy, but there are many ways to get to one goal. From my knowledge, a U.S. degree holds a lot of weight globally. Still, currently it does. We'll see how long that lasts. Do you think he'll live in Tokyo? I think you're talking about me. I'm going to be in Kansai area. My wife's mother is still alive. She's 1,000,000 years old. But we're going to be in the Kansai area, somewhere near a bus stop to get to the airport. That's what my wife wants. But I will travel a lot. My whole goal of being in Japan is like, oh, I'm going to go to Korea for the weekend, honey. I'm going to go to Taiwan. I'm going to catch a ride to the Philippines, see if I can find the family that my dad used to be married to. Stuff like that. I'll do more adventures in Asia, maybe. Okay, nothing else important. Someone with some Arabic writing says, I stopped learning Japanese because I felt I'm just learning it so people say, wow, not because I like it myself. No, that's fair. Brian says, if you're in Japan, you'll need to use a VPN to use ChatGPT. Really? Is that true? What? I don't think that's true. I used it when I was in Japan. Have you heard that? I think I'm alone in the chat now. I'm not sure. ChatGPT Japan, why does it keep saying it's not available? What? I've never heard that. Your eSIM most likely routes through Hong Kong, where ChatGPT was not working. Try using Wi-Fi. Yeah, I did not have any problem using it. If you use eSIM, set your virtual location to Japan and it works. Ah, okay. Too much chub. That's the problem, guys. I heard you're still in here. Okay. Brian, right?
Yes, I'm still here.
All right. Just making sure. Thought you left.
Nope, still here.
Let me just remind everybody there's 12 more minutes left for office hours. If you have a question, you can come on in and ask. Or you can just ask me in the chat and hopefully I'll see it before we go. Where are you, Derek? Brian.
I am in the Midwest, in the middle of the country.
Middle. So give me a second. Kansas. No,
close. I'll say one of our things here is we like baseball. We like thing here is gooey butter cake.
Gooey butter cake. That doesn't help me at all. Illinois.
Okay, that's very close. Next element.
Okay, so cheese isn't big in your place?
Not really. No.
Okay.
We have a cheesecake factory.
Michigan?
No, lower.
Lower.
Yeah.
Ohio. No, Ohio's over. Kentucky.
Yeah.
Kentucky.
Ooh, most close. One next to Kentucky that's also next to Illinois.
Next to Kentucky. Oh man, you're making me remember the map. I know what's below above Kentucky is like an O state. Oklahoma? No. No.
You're like almost.
I think it's a T state. I got Tennessee. It's Kentucky then Tennessee.
No, Tennessee is the other Kentucky. You're real close.
It's the other Kentucky. All right, you'll have to tell me. I don't think I know.
Okay, St. Louis, Missouri.
Missouri. I would have never got that.
Okay.
I have a question here. Do you like Korean more or Japanese? You're gonna be interested in the answer. I like Korean more. For the following reasons. One, I love how Korean sounds. I'm so used to Japanese that it's not special anymore, but Korean is still special. And this is a weird reason, but when girls talk in Korean, it's cute to me. It's super cute. Like the way their mouth goes when they do the oo sound, it's just so cute to me. Japanese girls are still cute, obviously, but there's something about the Korean vowels that are cuter. And I don't need to know kanji for Korean, which I love, because kanji is always a pain. Always a pain. There's, for as long as I've spoken Japanese, I still look at kanji sometimes and don't know what it is, and that sucks. But for Korean, I learned that, and within 2 weeks, I was reading Shakespeare in Korean if I wanted to. Derek says Tennessee, that's where I live. It's below Kentucky. Yeah, I messed up. I have a mnemonic to remember that it's Kentucky and then Tennessee. It's KT. But for some reason, I thought it was OK. That's why I thought Ohio or something. KT.
That's funny.
Yeah, KT is like the Korean telephone company. And when I was doing the map game where I was remembering all the states, I used that. Does the person on Discord speak Japanese? And if so, how long have they studied for? Nihongo hanasemasu ka?
Really good.
聞こえなくなっちゃった。Are you? Your connection. Your connection got weird for a second here.
Okay. Is this better?
There you go. You're back.
Okay. I've been on and off for years. I picked it up and put it down. This is one of those times where I'm about to pick it up again. So I'm really just a hobbyist. I have a couple of. What do I have? Well, you know what? I kind of surprised myself the other day. I was at a friend's house and she had with some katakana on it, and I was able to read it, which surprised me because I hadn't tried to speak any of it. I do have the goal of doing it. I just can't. I can't. Almost got to the point where I could do simple sentences. I think I got way through book 1.
Have you been to Japan?
No, not at all.
I think that will change it for you. I think when you go to, I think a lot of people, a lot of people will say like, I'm not going to go to Japan until I get to this level or something like that. But really, it's you got to go to Japan and then you'll get to that level, because there's a certain sense of motivation when you make it real in your mind what Japan is, and you know what it is, and you know how awesome it can be, especially if you make a friend. Like the reason that I speak Korean is not because of Korea. It's a few people that I know in Korea that make me want to keep learning Korean. You know, you end up learning for a person a lot of times.
Okay.
So if you make a great Japanese friend, you'll want to speak it more, you know?
I get you.
Like, you know,
I feel like taking a break has helped it marinate in my head more. So
that's
a couple of
100% true. My Korean is always better when I've been in America for a few months before the next time I go, because I'll learn all these new things, then I have time to process it in my brain while I'm here. But when I'm in Korea and I'm going through classes, it's a lot of like new information dumping. But you know what I did recently in Korea that was awesome, that I'm trying to make a video for it, but I haven't pulled it off my laptop yet. But the school that I was going to in Korea closed down, so I couldn't take Korean lessons like always.
I'm sorry, but you've hit the time limit for this conversation. Please start a new chat.
Sorry, I had it sitting on mute. But what I did in Korea this time was I took singing lessons in Korean. So I used Korean as a tool to learn how to sing better. It was awesome. Holy crap, was that awesome. Way more interesting than any language lesson I could have had. Of course, you have to get to a certain point to do that.
Every time I stop and start, I get back to where I left off much.
Yeah.
I'll at least say, I feel really confident in the next time when I start getting the ball rolling again, that I'll be more conversational, I'm sure. And I'm not saying that because I've been called out here. Yeah, it is the thing I've been trying to just slowly get back into. Some of my Japanese music came on my the other day, and I'm like, okay, after taking a break, I can kind of hear some of the sentence structures.
You know who Kero Kero Bonito is?
No.
Oh my God, look her up. She sings like English and Japanese. And I think might be a second generation. I don't know, but her songs are really fun.
Can you spell it?
Yeah, Kate. Hang on, I'll show it on. I'll actually link it to everybody in the chat as well. Hang
okay,
on.
great.
Let me go to Spotify. I wrote Spotify for some reason. Let's see here. Kero Kero Bonito. Flamingo's a good song. But this is her. She's fantastic. I love her. It's like a mix. And it's pretty basic Japanese, but it's fun.
Okay.
So I'll send the link to it in the chat here, and I'll send it to you as well. Do we have a live stream chat? Oh yeah, we do. Here we go. Open chat. Boom. Opened. It's in there right there. You have to click the little chat icon in the live stream, like the same line as the word live stream. Do you see it?
It loaded in Spotify.
Yeah, that's probably good enough.
Great. Thank you.
Yeah, I like her. I think let me see. In my favorites, I definitely have like Flamingo. Let's see here. Let me just play a little bit. Oh wait, let me just log in. Let me go to actual Spotify here. Hang on. Kiddo. This song right here.
How many shrimps do you have to eat?
Okay, I don't want to get demonetized. But
yeah, the robot will get you.
Flamingo, nani, ito, something like that. It goes into Japanese eventually. Let's see if this is one too. That is. Okay, never even heard that one. So I probably need to listen to more of her music and add it.
Yeah, this is definitely like music is also a really good learning tool for this too, because it's a fun way of just saying words and just getting sentences out.
Yeah, there's another she passed away of like colon cancer or something like that. But she's got this one song that's iconic. It's called Mayonaka no Doa.
Okay.
I think that's how it's spelled. Yeah. Matsubara Miki.
Put a particle in there.
Yeah, this song is like insane. Look at the play count. It's like 433 million. I love this song. I found it once randomly on YouTube somewhere, I think. Here, I'll link her to everybody. Yeah, she passed away.
One of the
kind of sad, but
that comes to mind is I forget her name, but the song is something like Plastic Love.
Yeah. I think is that her as well, maybe? Hang on.
If it's her, I'll be really sad.
No, it's Maria Takeuchi. Sorry, my bad.
Okay, yeah.
Yeah, I've heard this song, pretty sure.
Yeah, this one. Is this the live one?
I don't want to get monetized. Demonetized.
Yeah, please don't.
Now, in comparison, this song only has 100 million streams when the other one had 400 million. So that'll show you the popularity. But yeah, that song is also really popular. Actually, there's a lot of people singing Plastic Love, it looks like, or something called that. I'm a big fan of Nakamori Akina from way back in the 80s. I don't know if you know who that is.
No. I like 80s sounding stuff, but I don't know. Let's see. I don't know anybody's name. Whatever I've heard, I just like add it to my collection of whatever I like.
I meant to show this before I move on, but there's a HoloLiver, I don't know if you call them but the HoloLiver, and she's been doing Japanese from zero. They got permission. She wanted to teach it online, so she's on her channel. So this is like,
I guess.
So there's a cool moment where she's looking at the Tomoko character. Hang on, it's so funny.
He's waving at me. Hello, ma'am. Can you teach me Japanese, ma'am?
This was so cool.
Please, can you teach me Japanese, Miss, ma'am? Can you? She's not answering me. Oh no.
That's cool. But anyway, yeah. So if you want to check her out, she's going through the lessons on from zero. I believe from the beginning, she got permission from us to do it. And it's been really sweet because no one's ever done that, as far as I know. She's done 2 streams so far. HoloLive on JFZ. Yeah, JFZ on HoloLive. Yes. And if anyone knows how to build me a HoloLive character, I also want to be one too.
Hey everybody, it's Tanaka here. Konnichiwa, Tanaka desu.
I think I could do it. What do you think?
Yeah. I know you can do it.
Hajimemashita. I said fucked up. Hajimemashite.
I said hajimemashita like a noob. Can I link her channel? Oh yeah, let me link her channel. I'll link the exact video as well. She's not going through the videos. That would be awkward. Cute HoloLive girl and then old white man teaching Japanese. I don't think that would be as cool. So she's been skipping the videos. Could you imagine? The whole world would shatter if they're thinking it's all anime and then boom, this white guy pops up. Well, that's
go
ahead, sorry.
Go for it.
No.
A funny thing that I do sometimes is if I'll go to the drive-thru and I'll say my name is Jessica, and then they show up and it's me.
You mean with a high-pitched voice?
Yeah. I didn't deliver the joke very 100%, but you know what I mean.
There is I think I have a short version that I can show you. Hang on. Give me a second. I did it where I spoke Japanese and then I switched to English at the point of getting the food. Give me a second. Streaming. It's on the Adventures in Asia channel. I have a full video on the Adventures in Asia channel, but I have one. Oh wait, I was supposed to look at TikTok for that one. Give me a second. Here it is. Is it gonna work? There's only like 2 videos up here. Oh, here it is. It's gonna play. I'm not sure. Come on. All right, guys. We're gonna be doing the old switcheroo here at the drive-thru. We are gonna plan what we're gonna order so they hear no English, and we're gonna just order like dabuchi hitotsu to like completely in the best Japanese. And then when we get to the window, we're not gonna speak any Japanese. I have stage fright. Cheeseburger. ダブルチーズバーガーのセット L で飲み物の方がコカ・コーラで、あとは単品でダブルチーズバーガー1つと
You should have a dollar bill in there somewhere. Like it's
I'll do it. I'll do it. Can we get some extra ketchup? Alright guys. We're
English.
Yes. I don't even know how many subs I have on this thing. I didn't really checked it. 2,000. Nice. But if you go to the Adventures in Asia channel on YouTube, there's more full videos. That channel is kind of a dead channel, unfortunately. But I will be putting a video up there about my singing lessons in Korea. So hopefully, Adventures in Asia. But explain to me though how you're a girl at the can you do the Jessica voice right now?
I might be too shy.
All right.
No, it's not. It's not ready for live
right.
internet TV.
I did meet with Oriental Pearl though in Japan on this channel. Here we are. Yeah.
I'm an adult.
Well, you know those teas they had at Panera Bread. They had like lemon tea with like. And then we went and we don't know that as Americans. This is a Ginger Gaiden also. She's another YouTuber. But Oriental Pearl, if you know who she is, she's insanely awesome. She's a really good person. Do you know who that is?
Oriental Pro.
Oriental Pearl.
Pearl.
Yeah.
I'm looking him up right now.
She lives in Japan. She speaks Chinese. And yeah, there'll be a video with her coming out as well, hopefully. But anyway,
okay, I can see it.
I'm going to end it here because it is 3:05 and I only wanted to go until 3. It was awesome that you came in, Brian. I appreciate it. And we'll do another office hours soon. And we'll try to come up with a schedule. No promises though.
Oh, this is fun. Thanks for having me.
Yep. Talk to you another time, guys.
Bye.
Bye. Eventually it's going to stop streaming. There we go. Bye, guys.